So, hello, my name is Kiara Machado, and this is my oil painting named Fronteras. So I definitely enjoy exploring identity, intersecting identities, as well as misrepresentation, and specifically on the Central American perspective, just because I am Guatemalan Salvadoran, so that's a huge influence for myself. Feeling the lack of representation and validation in my identity throughout my life has really made me really driven to try and create a platform for the Central American experience. So I do try and create that with my paintings. So I was really inspired by my father's immigrating to here. So both my parents immigrated, but for this piece specifically, I wanted to focus on my dad's crossing. I had interviewed him a few years ago, and I've had that interview for a while, and I wasn't sure exactly how to do that interview justice. So I think finally, after having it and reworking a concept for it, I came up with this. So this piece is really focusing on and trying to highlight the folks that not only cross one border but multiple borders, and that difficulty of having to cross. It's just a huge journey. I couldn't think of myself crossing a border at the age that my dad crossed. He crossed at 13. So it's really just trying to highlight the folks that do immigrate and the harshness of that journey, and also coming here to this country and trying to cultivate our culture, especially being Central American. A lot of times we get kind of lumped together, or get called Mexican a lot, and people don't really know the differences or the distinctions between Central America and Mexico. For this piece, it took me around 3 months to make, just because there are a lot of figurative aspects to it, but as well as some more abstracted parts that I was able to take more artistic freedom in it. So those pieces were a little harder for me to kind of integrate with what I knew for sure was going to be on the painting, but then for other parts I kind of had to figure out or I didn't like. So it was a lot of adding and taking. So I think the 3 months kind of helped me just to kind of sit with it, paint on it and work on it for a little bit, and then step away from it and then come back to it. So it was just a journey to kind of try and figure out how to make everything cohesive. Ganas de Existir, I think, resonated a lot with me and my family's just wanting, just the direct translation of the will, to exist, right? So it's being Central American, being here and living under Mexican hegemony. My whole life has been, constantly trying to validate and teach and tell people, not for the first time, but for the 100th time, the differences and distinctions where Central America is geographically, how we're different. So it's just that will to be seen as a person, to be seen as an individual, to have myself and my family in Central America be respected, and just to show and be able to provide that, we can be known for more than just the violence and the traumatic, the cycle of abuse that Central America is constantly put through, but that we can also, give back, and then we have been creating and are able to give back to the world.